Hello everybody, this is NerdzNation. So this is the first video for my YouTube channel. I do have an Instagram page. I will try link it in the description below. If not, it's literally just NerdzNation, the same as my YouTube channel. So I thought I'd start this channel off because I'm going to start doing competitions and giveaways on my channel. And I just thought, instead of taking a picture of everything of my collection, I thought I'll go through my collection in videos. So this is really what this video is about. This is going to be showing my anime collection, and yeah, it's just my anime collection in this video. I'll have different videos for my Disney collection, load of some of my Marvel DVDs up there. There's only a few of them, just some of the stuff that I've brought down to me. My brother brought down at Christmas because I've only moved here in the summer, so a lot of my stuff is still at my mum's. And I'll be showing steelbooks, got some Pop Funkos over there. So really, yeah, this is these shelves. I haven't got very much room in my. I live in my dad's flat at the moment. One of my dad's flats, whilst he lives in London. So I haven't got a great deal of room because a lot of his stuff is still here. So you know, I work with what I have. So yeah, so this is the anime collection video. So I'll start off with the first box set that I have, which is Love Hina. If I can try and show if I can zoom out. I have seen, I think, halfway through the season, halfway through the box set. It's one-handed, so unfortunately, until I get, and also the shelves are in an awkward position where they're behind my bed, so I've got to sit on my bed whilst recording. Well, knee. So yeah, so this is the box. It's quite a nice, quite sturdy box. It's a little bit damaged at the bottom, but that's because I got it damaged in the mail. Right, so we got the first disc called Moving In. And we got Go West, Secret Lives, and I think that is as far as I have got. Yeah. Then we have Love Hurts, Summer by the Sea, and The Winner Is. So overall, I think so far watching it, it's an alright anime series. It's one of those really cheesy comedies. You know, sort of, he peers into them whilst they're bathing, and like one of the girls will kick him miles away. One of those sort of cheesy comedies, but it's still quite fun to watch if you're bored, you've got nothing to watch, and you're just looking really for something fun, you know, nothing serious. So anyway, next is Fairy Tail, Collection 1. I've only got Collection 1 because I've only halfway through watching this. So far I think I'm on episode 8 or 9. Quite enjoying it so far. I did start it about a few years ago. I started watching the Fairy Tail. I watched a few episodes whilst it was on Netflix, but it was taken down, and I never sort of continued watching it up until now when I got the DVD a few months ago. So here's the box. The box is slightly damaged at the bottom. Everything seems to get damaged whilst sending here. It comes with 4 discs. I quite like that, you know, it's 24 episodes in one case, and I think it only cost me about £15–20 along those lines. So yeah, that's Fairy Tail. There is a lot of anime that I have seen that obviously isn't here. I do try to buy all the anime, then watch it, but obviously I've seen a lot on Netflix. I recently finished watching Sword Art Online, which that was really good. A few years ago about 2 years ago I saw Death Note. I watched that on YouTube. Although my friends know that I hate watching things online, anime. I know anime is pretty much 90% of it is watched online. But if I have the money, I'd like to go out and buy the anime, then watch it. It's just supporting the industry, really. I know, you know, I don't look down upon people that don't buy anime. You know, if you want to watch it online, that, you know, that's up to you. You know, But anime is quite expensive, and I think it's because not enough people buy anime, which is the reason why it's expensive. But I do still watch stuff on Netflix. So anyway, this is now on to my Studio Ghibli collection, which is pretty small at the moment, to be honest. I did sell quite a few of my collection because I needed the money at the time whilst I was at college. But I have got more coming. I've got the Arrietty Collector's Blu-ray DVD collection edition thing coming. And I think I'm bidding on Whisper of the Heart on Blu-ray DVD, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Spirited Away, and a few other ones. Howl's Moving Castle, I think. So we have Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, which pretty much is the film that was pretty much before Studio Ghibli, but because of the success of this film, that's the reason why Hayao Miyazaki and I think Isao Takahata could start off this studio. So Nausicaa, I really like the film. I've only seen it 2 times, compared to a lot of the others where I've seen quite a lot. It is a really good film. I think the animation is really good for the time it was made, 1984. And I think it is. I can only imagine what it'd be like when it first came out back then. You know, everybody's opinions on it, but I think it's a really good film anyway. So I definitely recommend checking that out. Next we have Pompoko, which, as you can see, is still in the wrapping. I haven't actually seen this one yet. I'm not entirely sure why I haven't got around to seeing it. But this is from Isao Takahata even. It looks good, and I've read mixed reviews about it. So I can't really tell you much about that, but you know, let me know in the comments below what you think of that. Next is one of my favourites, Kiki's Delivery Service. This is a bit of a damaged box because I've had it for quite a few years, but this is one of my favourites. I just think it's, you know, what do I say about that? I think it's a fantastic film. Definitely one of the best, and by Hayao Miyazaki as well. I think it was actually by Hayao Miyazaki. So basically, it's about a teenage girl who's a witch, and she leaves home with her cat, Gigi, and she ends up moving into sort of the attic of a bakery, and she helps doing the delivery, hence the Kiki's Delivery Service. And then she starts getting sort of known for the deliveries, and she meets this guy, and she's sort of a bit blunt towards him, and he's really keen, and yeah, so they sort of start becoming friends and that. I'm not going to tell you any more, because you'll see that for the rest, but it's one of those films that you can just sit down and watch. It's not loads of drama, it's just a nice film to watch, you know. So I really recommend Kiki's Delivery Service if you haven't already seen it. Next is Laputa Castle in the Sky. Again, another one I haven't seen. Again, I'm bidding this on Blu-ray DVD collection on eBay. So what I'll do with all the DVDs, once I've got the Blu-ray DVD collections, I'll be selling these. So I either sell them, well, I'll sell them on my eBay page, which is the Film Store UK. There'll be probably a link below, or just check it out on eBay. I will be selling these. And I might do some giveaways of some of them. So we'll see. So yeah, Laputa Castle in the Sky. Again, heard rave reviews about that, but not seen it yet. So I will definitely go and check that out. Next is Arrietty. This is just the Blu-ray DVD dual double play collection. Comes with a slipcover. Arrietty is one of the most recent. I think 2010. And it was done by Hiromasa Yonebashi, which is another person at Studio Ghibli. Or Ghibli. I don't know how people pronounce it. You know, I always say Ghibli, but you know, I'm probably going to get slaughtered by people that have translated it slightly different, or people say it differently. But hey, Arrietty is another fun film based off the Borrower's book, which I've read. This comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD. I've seen it both in Blu-ray. and on DVD. This film I thought was really sweet. It's more, I think all the Studio Ghibli films have that touch, sort of magic, like Disney. Some of the Disney films do, but I think this one's slightly different. I think a lot of people didn't like Arrietty, but I think the animation style is beautiful, and I think, you know, you can't mess up the borrower's story, but they've done it with their touch. So I definitely recommend checking that out. And I have that the collector's edition coming as well for that. So that's probably going to come next week. So I'll be showing that off when it comes. I have also got they messed up some of the ordering on some of the Blu-rays, so I have got all the replacement cases. I got those prior. I had to contact Studio Ghibli themselves and get those. I contacted them prior to actually getting any of them. Next is Howl's Moving Castle. This is one of my mate's favourites. He doesn't actually like anime or Studio Ghibli or anything like that, but he's a big Disney fan, and I thought, you know, you're going to have to watch it. So I got him into this, and it's his favourite so far. I think he's seen Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, From On Poppy Hill, Wind Rises, and a few others, I think. So yeah, Howl's Moving Castle. You know this anyway. You know, if you're watching this video, you're going to know what Howl's Moving Castle is. I think it's just one of probably the most known Studio Ghibli films out there. So yeah, one of my favourites as well. If I can. It's pretty difficult putting this with one hand, to be honest. Right, next is Spirited Away, which is probably the most known Studio Ghibli film because it won an Oscar. It beat Mulan, I think, at the time. So, I mean, I don't think a Studio Ghibli film hasn't won an Oscar since. But I don't think that one will, because of the time there wasn't much competition. I mean, Mulan was a good film, but it wasn't one of the best, and Disney were going for a bit of a different opinions at the time, and they weren't really sure where the direction was going. So there wasn't very many good Disney films out in the early 2000s. So this is not discrediting Spirited Away, because it is a fantastic film, but that might have been the reason why it won. Spirited Away, about a girl called Chihiro, I think it is it? Yeah, Chihiro. She meets basically she goes with her family, she's moved house, and they go exploring, and they find this spirit town, and her parents see all this food and they start eating. They turn into pigs, which is a bit scary, that's a bit weird. And she ends up finding this Japanese bathhouse. And she ends up working there and staying there. And she meets this guy called Haku. I think he's a prince. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. And she meets the sorceress Yubaba. Anyway, it's a really good film. It's a bit of a strange film. I think it's probably the most strange Studio Ghibli film out there. I've seen it 6 times, and I think I had to see it a few times before I really understood what was going on, but just sort of for it to hit me like, okay. It is a really good film. It isn't my favourite. I know it's a lot of people's favourites, but it is a really good film, so I definitely recommend checking that out. Bloody one hand. Right, next is From On Poppy Hill. I'm not going to open this up because this is the collector's edition. Comes with art cards and a nice fold-out digipack. I went to cinema to see this for my 17th birthday, maybe, or 18th. I think it was 2013. Maybe it was my 18th birthday. I took a few friends out to see this. One of my favourites. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It's done by his son Goro. He also did Tales of Earthsea, which wasn't apparently very good. But yeah, From On Poppy Hill, it's a really sweet film. One of my favourites. If you will go back in. And that is a collector's edition as well. Bloody hell. Next is The Wind Rises. This is the collector's edition as well. From now on, I will get all the collector's editions. I think the only other collector's edition I haven't got, well, Ariet's coming, is Ponyo. but I can't seem to find that for a good price. So The Wind Rises, this was Hayao Miyazaki's last film before he retired. Again, he retired. He said he's retired a few times, but I think he has pretty much retired now. It's about a Japanese plane designer. The English voice of Jiro is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Well, you see on the back there, you can just see. And Nahoko is Emily Blunt. So they are. It's one of those. It's quite a controversial film because of the time it's been with between. I think it's just after World War One, or maybe I think it's just after World War One, 1920s. So World War One, World War Two time, and he's a Japanese plane designer, but he doesn't like designing warplanes. So yeah, I went to cinema to see that as well. When it came out. That is the most recent that has been shown in the UK. There's a few when Marnie was here, which is the animation style like My Neighbor Yamada's. Next is The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. This is done by the same guy who directed the Digimon movie. He's also since then done Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Summer Wars. I think he did a One Piece film, and Wolf Children. I haven't seen Wolf Children yet. But yeah, this is basically a girl who can go back in time. I'm not going to go too much into it because if I say much about it, it will actually ruin the story. But there's a little bit of a plot twist. You may or may not have seen it coming. I didn't personally. Next is Panama Inverted. This is my most recent addition to my collection. I've literally just got this last week. This is the collector's edition. Comes with some art cards. This looks really good. Yeah, I can't tell you anything about that because it was one of those blind buys for me. Well, I saw the animation looked quite nice. Anyway, apart from that, it's a few. I've got Pokemon Heroes. I've got the 6th and 7th Pokemon movie, and the Pokemon Chronicles set. Apart from that, that is my anime collection. I have quite a lot of anime coming. There'll always be anime coming, so I will be showing videos of that when they come, unboxing videos and that sort of thing. And I am going to be doing the Wind Rises Blu-ray DVD double play giveaway within the next few weeks. So stay tuned to my channel. Be sure to check that out, and I'll be doing it on my Instagram and on my YouTube. So it'll be the same competition, so you can enter it from YouTube or Instagram. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and favourite my videos. So see you later, guys.